also a final to be played on 19th of November. But yes, this could be the D-Day because this is the knockout match and this is the first match of the knockout stages of the knockout stage of this World Cup. India versus New Zealand semi-final one in Mumbai. So that's the prime focus for us, and I'm sure for you all also um, watching us on Sports Today here. So right now I'm in Mumbai, not too far from where the match is going to be played. That is Wankhede Stadium, just a 20 odd minute drive from here. But what's in store for you, and what's in store for the Indian team, and of course for the New Zealand team as well? So what do we have here? So, as we have, you must have seen it on Sports Today earlier as well. The wicket looks a bit dry. It's not too dry, but it looks a bit dry because day before yesterday, the moment Rahul Dravid landed in Mumbai from Bangalore after that comprehensive win over the Netherlands, Rahul Dravid came straight to the Wankhede. He just had a look at the wicket, and I was there watching them, and the wicket actually looked a bit dry. After that, it has been rolled over a few times. Only a light roller has been used so far. So the wicket looks a bit dry, as I said earlier. So I'm sure it's not going to be as spicy as we've seen earlier, the Wankhede wicket earlier in the tournament. So it will help the slow bowlers, the spinners, and both these teams have a few of them. If you see in the Indian team, Kuldeep Yadav is there. If you see New Zealand, they've got Mitchell Santner. You've got Rachin Ravindra and Glenn Phillips. They've turned out to be decent bowlers, especially Glenn Phillips in the tournament so far. Then you have Ravindra Jadeja as well. So it's going to be a bit of slowish wicket. And what happens usually is that in a knockout match, you have to handle the pressure. And how do you do that? I think it's better to take the game deep. We'll have to see if Rohit Sharma once again comes out all guns blazing like he's done throughout this tournament, or would he take his time, or the other batters. It's always better to take the game deep. Why? Because it allows you to change gears, and also it allows you to exploit uh, the opportunities against the other team. Now, how does that happen? So, uh, you can always wait for the other team to panic and make mistakes. The longer the game, you the more the opportunities. But of course, if you get an opportunity to go for the kill right at the start, so it would be important. I think the first few overs for both these teams will be very important. If for the Indian team, they've got good partnerships right at the top with Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill. I think that's going to be their mantra once again. But if they lose those two wickets early, the pressure is going to be on the batsmen who will follow them. For the Kiwis, of course, India's new ball bowlers will be a massive threat, especially under light. So toss here, as I said, it's a slowish wicket. So what usually happens is a toss. You would always want to bat first on a slowish wicket, but under lights, irrespective of how slow it is, how dry it is, under lights here in Mumbai, the ball will move. The ball will swing. The ball will seam for the Indian fast bowlers, and both these teams have got good, genuine medium pacers. Who can actually swing and move the ball both the ways. So that's how both these teams line up. Now that's the situation as far as the wicket is concerned. Now what's going to be the 11 for India? I do not see any change in that 11. Of course, we saw yesterday Ravichandran Ashwin was bowling in the nets. In fact, he bowled quite a few overs against the Indian batters yesterday. But still, I'll be highly surprised if there is a change in the 11. So, Rohit Sharma, most likely, of course, will open with Shubman Gill, then Virat Kohli at number three, then Shreyas, KL Rahul, Suryakumar Yadav, Ravindra Jadeja, and then your four bowlers: Kuldeep Yadav, Siraj Shami, and Jasprit Bumrah. What about the Kiwis? Well, they'll have to see if they want to play four fast bowlers because they've added Kyle Jamieson as a replacement player for Matt Henry. Of course, that was a big loss for them. So, of course, it seems Tim Southey, Trent Bolt, and Lockie Ferguson will play in that 11. Now they have to see if they want to bring in Kyle Jameson, who has an excellent record against India. He made his debut, remember, in New Zealand against the Indians. Got was player of the tournament in that, player of the series in that during that tour, India's tour of New Zealand, and then World Test Championship final also 2021. You would remember he was against pretty lethal against the Indian batters. So, will they bring him in, or would they say that we'll continue with the four frontline bowlers, and then as a fifth bowler, we will distribute those overs among Rachan Ravindra and Glenn Phillips? So that's going to be so for India. They have, if they know that the Kiwis are relying on part-time spinners for that fourth, fifth bowling option. I think they will have to take their chances against both these bowlers. So that's going to be the decision that the Kiwis have to make. Rachin Ravindra, of course, in excellent form so far, whatever we've seen of him in this tournament. So that's going to be the 11. Now, what are the chances? Well, I think toss, although Rohit Sharma denied saying that toss is going to be crucial here, but if any of these two teams win the toss, they might go for they might want to bat first. Why they wouldn't want? Because both these teams have good pacers who can move the ball both the ways, and so in that regard, you wouldn't want any of those two teams wouldn't want to bat under light, especially with the new ball. For the opposition with the opposition team. So, so I think bad, especially and also because if it's a slow track, you would want to make use of that strip first as a batting unit. So that's going to be the key. And here, right as I said earlier, that's the sea, that's the Arabian Sea, and fishermen have already moved out for their usual uh, daily business, and I can see a few yachts also over there. So we are not too far from the Wankhede Stadium. In fact, if you go straight from this very road, if this coastal line will lead you to Wankhede Stadium. I don't know if you can see the floodlights or not. No, you can't. So, so this is where I am, and not too long from now, I will be there at the Wankhede. So you please subscribe to Sports Today, and if you like this video, do press the like button, and also you can share this video. I'll see you soon from Wankhede, right in front of the Marine. For the time being,